Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Ibrahim, July 22nd, 2026. Another beautiful day. July 22nd, 2026. Local talk na ya salon people them. I switch completely from the message what we want to do today. Of course, I want to focus again on doing some small teaching about this whole independent candidates for parliament movement that I'm pushing, the biggest political wave or wave storm to strike Sierra Leone in Africa. It's coming. But I want to talk about Marcella Samba. They advised the minister to advise the younger generation about the role of ECOWAS through ECOMOG in Sierra Leone, how important ECOWAS is to Sierra Leone and stuff like that. But let me get myself together real quick. Give me a few seconds there. We know we shall win, and we know we'll survive it. Shall wash away all tears. Yeah. We know we must win the fight. Ooh. When the wicked try come and eat upon our flesh, we know that Jah, He is the best. Over trials and tribulations, because Jah shall wash away all the tears from my eyes. In times when the storms and the tides are raging high, we know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Yeah. Jah shall wash away all the tears. All right, guys. All right. I begin for respond to a quick text message now. But anyways, okay. So guys, I already this young lady Marcella Samba. Of course, Marcella Samba. I would give her the credit because this guy over the years for do what she could, all right? Because this fet that's a lot of one man fet now we all fet. So at least she has stayed in Sierra Leone. Of course, she's benefiting from the new Sierra Leone. She's lived all her life through those institutions, the fighting for our democracy in Sierra Leone. So she is, in as much as she's doing what she to do, but she has earned, very fine income from what she does. But I want to share this with you because this is what aggravated me a little bit. And I decided to say, I have to, do this message today. If anybody within the ages of 25, from 18 to about 35, I think this message is for you. You have to listen to this and understand some context into the 1997 Johnny Paul, overthrow of Tijan Kaba, the SLPP then government, and and the 1999 intervention by ECOMOG for come and remove Johnny Paul Koroma and others. All right. So you have to understand the context. Context matters. If you're within the ages of 18 to 35, every one of you guys, come listen to this. I'm going to give you the facts as it is and providing the context behind everything that happened. All right. I want to let you understand that. So, Mama, Papa, when I share this with Una Pikin, I don't get a chance for him to share this with Una Pikin and let them understand this beautiful history of Sierra Leone and why people like myself are on social media defending democracy, defending the fundamental human rights, defending the dignity and protecting Sierra Leoneans all over the globe. Because that's what I do. And that's what we've been doing, protecting citizens. A lot of the APC people are like today, they're able to talk because of people like myself. When we were doing our messages back in the day, the last people that were the government welfare from myself, Catchbox and Comrade Koita, because we hit on these issues with a certain level of precision and with no bias, but just talking the truth, just speaking the facts. And that is what I want to do. So I'm going to let you guys listen to this short snippet from Marcella Samba, and then I would coming and break down this whole thing for my young brothers and sisters. Now listen to this.
The very beginning, ECOWAS mean a lot to Sierra Leone. And Minister for talk to the younger generation because they're not being.
All right, now take it aside. These are small bites. Marcella Samba say ECOWAS means a lot to Sierra Leone, and it is given a context because she's not even talking about now, but she's talking about the fact that back in the day, and go relate her with the ECOMOG. But I want to let it play out the whole way, so you guys go get the full context. So when I begin the conversation, you understand where I'm coming from, okay? All right. So let's restart this again a little bit. All right.
And Minister for talk to the younger generation because they're not being there. Me, I get sense and I experience the civil conflicts. And so are able to talk about the civil conflict in ways, one, because now me live reality, and two, me able to understand governance. Now, when we've been declining at this country, ECOWAS through ECOMOG, the role where they play in a salon is very, very important and critical. We see vivid signs where they redeem freedom. The commander Maxwell Kobe matched bullets na in belly. Not to them say me as how they abadi chiaram. He said I no go down this war na sick bed until I conclude them. Then I can me go now. Unfortunately, after a liberate freedom, he passed. Today, we want to remember and ask God for forgive all in sin. But in Nigeria, then send they mean to Sierra Leone, forgive all in sin. But
Okay. All right. What's Marcella Samba talk now? They talk about the importance of ECOWAS. It relates them to ECOMOG, going way back to 1997. When I make I say anybody really within the ages of 18 to 35, because in 1997, at least now you could under in your 30s or they turn 30 if you be done born in 1997. So I make I extend it to age 35. So today we'll talk about this history, and I want to understand the angle that I'm coming from before I even begin break this down for Una. Una will follow me. If you don't follow me, go on YouTube, go on Facebook, go on Instagram, go on TikTok. Take your phone, just type in Saving Africa Uncensored. Saving, all in one word. SAVING, Africa Uncensored. UNCENSORD. It's very important. Take this down. Go to my Facebook page. Go to YouTube. Go to TikTok, go to Instagram, I'm there. Go to Twitter, I'm there. Saving Africa Uncensored. Go look me up, I'm there. Go to LinkedIn if you want to look me up. Ibrahim Fona. Go to LinkedIn and look me up. Over the years, the last 8 years, I've dedicated my time as a Sierra Leonean who's not getting paid, unlike people like Marcella Samba. I am not getting paid for doing what I'm doing for Sierra Leone. I am not writing proposals to European Union. I'm not writing proposals to, Ireland. I'm not writing proposals to the States Department or any other, government across the world asking for money to do what I'm doing. A civic education that I'm impacting into Sierra Leoneans. I am not receiving any penny for it. So me not get sides. I'm a Sierra Leonean. I was born in Sierra Leone. You would say that my parents and grandparents and all of that came from the north. My mama come up from the south, definitely. So I'm all over the place, right? You would say I was born in the APC, but that not mean say because they born me inside APC, and APC are for it. No. If the APC as a political institution is working with its ideology, then we can talk about things, right? So I want you to understand all that about me. I've stood up for the constitutional rights of citizens. Civic education. This SLPP government, I mean, civic education from. The Minister of Information, if they talk about civic education, it's from my idea. I guarantee you that. The whole SLPP administration is from my idea of civic education. If you hear about town hall, not me. So let me come to Marcella Samba 9 points where they make about ECOWAS say important. So the young population, and only for telling about the importance of ECOWAS. If you're between the ages of 18 to 23, 25, probably so, especially the girl picking them. Because even when you look at my page, I get more young man them watching my page than the girl picking them. Girl picking them in Sierra Leone, I think they've demoted themselves to just I don't get Bobby, I get Tumba mentality. I will get man where they can save me one day. I think that's the ideology of the woman. And a lot of them are Sierra Leone without guidance, because they can finish high school, they don't even get opportunity for go college. So a lot of them not they watch contents like mine. They watch them confusion contents, them palaver content, their gossip content, those foolishness. The Sierra Leonean mind is so little. That's a majority of the Sierra Leoneans. Their minds are so little that all they pay attention to is foolishness and nonsense on social media. When you come with conversations like these on social media, it doesn't excite them. It's the foolishness. That make I say, social media, it's supposed to be a blessing for Africa, for emancipators, but unfortunately, it's going to be a curse to Africa as well, because it's so highly saturated with garbage and foolishness and nonsense. And then young people don't pay attention to the important issues like civic participation and engaging in that democracy. By the time you want catch up, it all late, and only in the 35s now for about 45. It all late Saturday. Now them picking away the non-born get for can left for so far. By that point in their lives, Bokuman, of course, so say don't born 2-3 picking them. So, it all lost tracks after their life if you're not careful. If you're not taking that different papa they born for, and then forget a stable house. And they don't understand how the government has failed the nuclear family, which our brother Reggie Cole talks about all the time, the family first mentality kind of thing, because it's not being pushed and promoted. So the young people, not they pay attention to content like ours. But this one, I want to listen to this message. Share with them, young people, them. Let's get in context. Let's see. This and everything I'm going to say is incontrovertible. You cannot deny this, Let's go back to 1996. Let's begin there. Let's talk on the issue now. Tijan Kaba, 1996, where come? They win the elections. But that election day was very questionable in the first place, because would have been in power in 1996. Now Julius Marabio when a president today, now he overthrow Strasser because he be want for hold on to power and not conduct elections. If he want for ask for, he said, get peace force before we hold elections. And Strasser be don't agree after being too many one for say yes, we're going to have an elections. The dates all on set, political parties did not register, everything was ready to go. Nine and camp. And I can go back to 1992 where they overthrow Joseph Saidu Bomo, because Joseph Saidu Bomo, we don't open up the space, then we don't rewrite the constitution, then we don't really forget the elections where NPRC can overthrow. So actually NPRC, just discombobulates the whole process with the elections will be for happen, in 1992. So let we put that there aside, because they can't election for happen, I think September or so like that. But, they can't disrupt the process. All the political parties that we don't register, everything was in play. Multi-party democracy was going to come. But the SLPP Mendecrats then believe, say, at that particular point in time, they might not win the elections, that the APC go win the elections. That let me believe. All right, so 1992 come, Strasser in power, say 1994, 1996, now it might be overthrown, because they will also say, hey, if we conduct these elections here, at that particular point in time, Khalifa Smart, the LAMP, UNPP, United National People's Party, now be the most favored party, because actually the APC was building itself up again, because the NPRC wouldn't come, of course, say, they began a personal vendetta against the APC party. So they don't, really nyaka the APC at that particular point in time. But, the APC also NSF be able to form themselves together. And then, of course, Dr. John Khalifa Smart, one of the brilliant minds of Sierra Leone, as they can say back in the day, don't come with the UNPP political party, and the UNPP be set for contest the elections in 1996. So Julius Marabi overthrows Strasser and then conduct the elections. And then the elections, of course, Julius Marabi has a video day for the young people. If you go through my page again, you'll find those videos. When Julius Marabio make them very clear, at some point between 2015 to 2017, because I'm not sure about the date, but the one that will be there at that meeting, they know exactly the time what they talk about. This Fatima Biobidede, Napoleon Kuruma Bidede, I don't forget, I think he's Deputy Minister of Justice or something like that now. If I name Napoleon Kuruma, it was former Secretary General of the SLPP. Anyways, they be there at that meeting day. Some other few people will be there at that meeting day. Now, Julius Marabio make them very clear. He say, he be wearing green, but I know kind of green way be wear. He said, he know what he do for bring SLPP kind of power. He said, not go talk what he do, but he go left us no more. But he know what he do for the SLPP kind of power. And it was very clear back in that election, 1996 elections, where we used the proportional representation system for the very first time, because at that particular point in time, the rebel will be still in a certain area then across the country will not be able to access all the constituencies then. So we do proportional representation, which was what we wanted, because we don't tire with the NPRC of the Strasser and that of Julius Maada Bio himself. Because what did NPRC bring for we? Now prostitution and bleach across the country. That's the NPRC, the woman, if you not bleach, you know yalla. You don't bleach your skin. You know they get man. You know they don't want you. Now bleaching be there. Now Julius Maada Bio be bring cam bleaching. Like what you do so now you a young girl. If you be there and 10 and day, where Maada Bio they be kind of power. If you not bleach, if you not possibly dark skin, beautiful dark skin, smooth. If you not bleach, you know yalla. They don't want you. My rose and scatter. Families were destroyed. They take even Maada Bio take somebody human hand. We born in first speaking them. That was what we get during the days of the NPRC. There was nothing to show. At the time they do, sell some of we last resources that we'll get. Which we call like the petroleum and all that stuff. And then during the NPRC, where kind of Yumkela was involved, I think as Minister of Energy or something along that line. Don't tell this guy to destroy we country kind of Yumkela at all. Let me the NPRC. Through the strategic development nationalization, something with the United Nations and all these organizations, they sell with national petroleum. During that 10 days, a lot of things happened. It was just destructive. Think about all the negatives that we're going through today. Lights not be there, water still not there. Then come and say they overthrow Momo and APC because they never developed the country. But NPRC had nothing to show. But let's go. 1996, Tijan Kaba can the power because of Maada Bio rigging the elections of 1996. But everybody knows, say, now UNPP, Dr. John Karifa Smart, may win the elections. They flat across the country. And lamp, the pan lamp and beget, the lamp. Now be the symbol for the political party, UNPP. When I look them up, young people, them. That party did not win the elections in 1996. And this again, everything I'm saying is incontrovertible. You deny this. Nobody never for challenge me on these facts. These are facts that are going to leave the test of times. And this is some things away. I they put them down in a manuscript. Eventually, I get them. I go put her in a book. When I get for reading in there, it is incontrovertible. You don't deny this. Nobody challenge this fact. So Maada Bio bring SLPP in power in 1996. And then this kata begin. What did they do? Then bring Inga Norman for Kameka Minister of Defense. The same Inga Norman will be involved in the 1967 coup, the first coup Sierra Leone gets. Inga Norman is a Mende man from the southeast. He be involved in the first coup with Brigadier Lansana when Shaka Stevens, when I be the APC Prime Minister, were in the power for 28 years. Why? Because Albert Magai, when I be the SLPP Prime Minister between 1964, column 63, 64, 65, 66. Now, he came with a one-party state system where he can't go to parliament, so then pass him into law. It was in second reading, the one-party state system. If it in second reading at parliament, for them to get a one-party state. So Shaka Stevens enact the one-party state. And now so APC be in the power for 28 years. So let nobody like you saying that this and that. And SLPP be work with Shaka Stevens. They be appoint people like Salia Jusu Serif. They all be inside the government of the Shaka Stevens. So now SLPP bring the one-party state system, table on a parliament, and then pass them, it become a law. I think that is very clear for everybody to foresee and understand that particular point in time. That was what happened. So, of course, 1996, Tijan Kaba come, then bring in Inga Norman. From where he disappeared in 1967, show back 1995, 96, because they be wanted for the coup where he be lead that particular point in time. I hope that they understand. But he go hide in the southeast, and then Shaka Stevens not be, I think, say care anyways for they, bring him, because when I know say after the coup when Shaka Stevens win the election in 1967, Brigadier Lansana and of course he gets her later on, but he got no money hide. Now then Gula Forest, be inside the then deep into the Kerema area, go hide. So show up to where SLPP come to power, they make a Minister of Defense. So what do you do? Because they all be there behind the Hindu, all the Bousu, all the rebellion them when they start against Shaka Stevens, it quench they all. SI Kuruma them. The last one like Kailahun, then call like Bashitani, and make it be called SI Kuruma. agba shetani we SI Kuruma na did the mistake begin make we Shaka Stevens for now hand over to SI Kuruma. SI Kuruma begets balls past Joseph Saidu Bomo. If the SI Kuruma Barabure no for Kana Power 1992, they not for overthrow, the government of SI Kuruma, and not for Lefa. But Joseph Saidu Bomo was more of a biscuit. Just like how this Kuruma treat, people like the Alpha Kandem, they like way, say if they were na they be say we are select. And then they become the flag bearer of APC. There is no way under any circumstances where they go accept for let them win elections and then say they not one time, let them move on. But that's what you do with Samura Kamara like today, where Samura Kamara will be a very, weaker person. We no believe in standing up and for jeopardize the life of Sierra Leoneans, which is not really jeopardizing the life of Sierra Leoneans, but it's the fact that you have to stand up and defend this democracy. Whatever it takes, democracy is the power of the people, for the people, and by the people. And if you have to bring the people out to say we're going to defend this democracy, the people, as long as you give them the information that they need, they're ready to stand with you. But of course, Anes Kurumano says Samura Kamara is a weaker person and not going for, and not get that guts there for do the things that are needful for preserving winning. So, where SLPP come, Tijan Kaba make Inga Norman defense minister, Inga Norman bring the Kamajos. Ola the Kamajo them, bring this Kamajo them way, majority na Mende people. And again, this is not a paints the whole Mende tribe with the same brush, right? Remember that, because not everybody terrible. You get good Mende people. They might not be speaking up. Like I say again on social media, each two will go count with me hand, me finger, one hand, two of them. When are good people, them good guys on social media, they might not be active. One day where they pull messages all the time. And the other guy is a very, he could participate in their WhatsApp forum them. Very good guy, a brother, But other than that, everybody else very tribal. They don't link, instead of particular power, I mean, Mende brother and sister in their power, so we'll defend them at all cost, even if the country they go down. All right, let's put that aside. So I want to make sure we'll not paint everybody with the same brush. So, okay, that's not clear. 1996, Inganoman begin put the Kamajerem over the soldier, the military of Sierra Leone. We're very, very clear saying section 166 of the Constitution, we shall only have one military. Nobody don't forget any other military.
Sorry, could you say that again?
So, we know that, Andy. Sorry, this made a phone, they go off now, yeah? What are you going off for, brother? Anyways, all right. 1996, they begin bring the Kamajo them, put them over the military, they begin attack the military, begin kill the military personnel there. So the military they come together say, let's say they want to say bad, military they get my wearing uniform where they travel. Then they put a uniform inside bag where they travel. Because the Kamajo they get checkpoints them across the country. If they catch you in the military, then they put you down, then kill you and cut the area, and take that one. The first guy who they kill, I think, in John with a soldier. This story what they tell us, so if come there, you don't tell the story there. I go look for the audio, then they we go for share with you along and listen. We ain't talk about what actually happened. How they treat soldier man them during the Tijan Kaba SLPP government. This SLPP not to begin like you. Not to any well that I continue. We have to take care of this particular SLPP party. If we don't do what we're supposed to do, this SLPP go destroy the country. They go destroy Sierra Leone. They can't destroy us right now. So 1996, the Kamajo begin attack military personnel there. And then checkpoints all over the country, then they kill them and they attack soldier man there because they be want to take the Kamajo and put them over the military. So the military they said, if we see them so bad and go finish with just like I did like today, if I watch the military in Sierra Leone, I see how scatter the military as well. They target the northern brothers and sisters them, then they kill them, then they carry with all kinds and say a coup d'etat. When I see a video in this day again of one guy where they say and then Soriba, where they then guy them be saying that then catch because of that November 26 something along that line, where that guy nobody know his whereabouts, then kill him. So these days, Soriba we don't see dead body. You see how they target the northerners them during this short period of time. When I saw them go after. Because now una dey una see until there. So when Marcella Samba talk, I can clear this for una. They attack the military there. Johnny Paul Koroma and other ranks them all say, we have to defend ourselves. And then get a responsibility. Because the military gets a responsibility for protect and safeguard the achievements of the people. So the military then come together. But unfortunately that end in 1997, we get WhatsApp, social media. So the education will be there. For reach out to people, let them reach out to people and educate them about what was actually happening. The information will be the flow. the soldier man not be get the channel for use like a WhatsApp and complain. Like how they get all kind of platform where you go use for complaints, and that's what they do. They target we, they kill we, and all that stuff they do. So they come overthrow. But what take up that in the there is this man who they call Julius Spencer. There is another man they call Ali Bangura, and there is another lady who they call Yebu in Anafula. Anafula that is set up 98.1. Anafula and Ali Bangura more now very very quiet. He from after the 1999. You know, I don't think anybody get a picture of herself. But if I get a picture of her, I can share Ali Bangura in picture. Let we sabia. But Julius Spencer, Ali Bangura, and Anafula, whoever they call Yebu, now they come with this 98.1 during that 1997. So you will get information, you will get access to an information tool, you get power. Like I will get access to WhatsApp till now. Nobody really like and post you. They can't talk to, like they talk what they talk so already too. Then we get 98.1. Now be the only radio way accessible to us. So Johnny Paul in the power for over 9 months that day. Then pass sanction, embargo, all kind of thing. Because when Tijakaba run away after they overthrow him, when he come join the kill soldier, the soldier they overthrow Tijakaba SLPP government because the SLPP back like the same thing on the corruption after the Gable War. This can't just say make so Minister of Energy recently. That in the day now the but demobilization and reintegration program. They began an office on a Portney Street I think Portney Street Junction. They began a program that office day. This can just say and thief all that money there. They say for build school, you integrate the rebel them, teach them, give them vocational education. Then guy out there when the thief salon money. Then they go scot-free and Kurumai left the all the same for the sake of peace and this and that. Therefore prosecute you. But anyways, all that 10 and day, then guy they then come they overthrow the Johnny Paul London down on power, they hold on to power, even do that 10 day with the eat, I like when they give sanction, they be the fair way for them, forget food. I leave them. Marcella Samba, if I live that life there, Sabi. Usa will be there was very strategic. I see everything will happen. So Johnny Paul then come, they need a power. But because information, they don't get access for educate these alien people. We all see how big fool. We don't be no say. We papa the all we see how big fool. Mama all we see how big fool at the day. We don't be no say. Then to jack about government, they kill soldier man and they attack soldier man. They will make the soldier man they overthrow because they don't support Johnny Paul Koroma. We don't support the military at that particular point in time. But the military, then we get some support. They don't get all the support because again 98.1 now be the propaganda radio where the SLPP used whilst they were in exile. Just they don't know how they be there and they operate. But they be there. Now they will listen. Now they will papa mama they will listen. When they deceive we about the Johnny Paul Koroma revolution, they don't tell you the truth about what's really happened to the military when make the overthrow. You know the SLPP government at that particular point in time. So now fast forward small. 1999, Nine Echo Mogren come this intervention because that day I wanted to focus day. So when Marcella Samba they say the ECOWAS important to we, it's bullshit. ECOWAS don't fail we. When I see in recent times. When we talk about the elections of June 24th, 2023, man be in the power unconstitutionally. We all know, young people, this is why they talk so. When I feel and pass me, when I know exactly what happened, when they go register, when I remember that there was that community across the country, when they go to the white birth certificate, they say that the yellow one. When I go to the yellow one, they say that the blue one, blue birth certificate. But young people will be just turned 18, not vote in that elections day. What ECOWAS do about that? We complain. Then delete 250,000 voters from the voter register. What's the ECOWAS do, Borandi? ECOWAS allow Marabio for the power, even though he lost the elections June 24th, 2023. So ECOWAS is useless. But don't talk about 1999. When the ECOMOG then come for carry move the Johnny Paul Koroma in regime. That fets away for them. Me, I see people in front of my face when they kill people. In front of my eyes, I saw it. I see when they tie one guy with a Liberian accent to get. If na rebel now, not a rebel, no, me I don't tell you say I'm not saying a rebel this or this not a rebel, this and not a rebel. But that guy then tie him, take him to hand, put him behind back, take him to foot, put him behind him back, then tie him, they hold her like a bag. Then lay a middle the Congo Cross Bridge. Motukani they ride over him. I see her with me eye. I see people where they run away from that Brookfields, that Kingaman Road, where they can down. I see for me eye evil spirit. Take to this moment where I sit on a asshole. And imagine the gun way behold, you know AK-47, it'll be different. Now black AK-47, 30 days, another see that AK-47 day. Black Kalashnikov, and then Russian weapon there. Black one. Where they line people opening run away. When they kill the people there. I see one particular guy, 30 days, I get a vivid memory of that particular guy there. The guy, where they undress him, the doors where he wearing boxer, that's why white and clean so. Anybody will get in sense, gonna say this guy not a rebel. Clean boxer, if you see the guy, healthy guy, bruh. Evil spirit, fire the guy in there. That's why they light up, so they spray them. Brrr. I see with me, Marcella Samba. Me say I see the rebel war. I see 1997. I see 1999. I see the body the way they scatter all over the streets. Mr. Seft, the rebel, they come inside with compound, they take a shot at me. I run around. I go hide now on the cellar. Marcella Samba, I saw it with my own eyes. So nobody will tell me nothing. ECO was not important to we. They have failed us. If that time, if Tijan Kaba in government be do right, we don't forget Johnny Paul Kuruma, they forget overthrow Tijan Kaba in government. Because every Sierra Leone we don't tire. We don't tire with fet. But because they take advantage of the military, now you make the military come and overthrow. If Tijan Kaba in SLPP government, just like right now, I guarantee you say one day the military then go stand up for defending with democracy. Because of the advantage when they take power with people, and right now, this very moment, right so there for free speech, nothing is happening. Now the same way they do we back in 1996, where they make the people, the military stand up for perform their duties. And Johnny Paul Kuruma and all of these people were correct, they were right. Ibrahim Basi Kamara in a prison like today. Then they give we peace. Issa Sise, then they give we peace. They're for free. And not for in a Rwanda prison. How many of you know about Ibrahim Basi Kamara, Gulits them, 5-5, all of these people where they be in a prison. They like today because of the give we freedom. The one they want to mend, they all be in a prison with Ibrahim Basi Kamara them. Now Rwanda right now, they and it's Kurumano freedom. APC party not do nothing for release them, brother, and day. For all the good way they do for we make we get peace. Ibrahim Basi Kamara them, Issa Sise them. Issa Sise that be there with RUF. If not for Issa Sise, we don't forget peace na salon like today. But all of them people they are falsely imprisoned as the special court. The registrar there, what's in her name self? I go look at my notes. I get to my notes. But I go talk about that back. The lady is still receive pay at the expense of Ibrahim Basi Kamara them. At the expense of Issa Sise them, at the expense of 5-5 then Gullit. One part of you don't die, I don't forget what don't die. But I'm just making the point. Let us understand that the people that we fight for we stand up for we at a time when the military be perform their own responsibilities for say yes, we for protect the safeguard the achievements of the people. Democracy was not working in 1996. Now it make Johnny Paul Kuruma them and Ibrahim Basi Kamara them come and redeem the people of Sierra Leone. Just like how Marabio became saying they can redeem we in 1992. That's why Ibrahim Basi Kamara them we are saviors. Johnny Paul Kuruma, we are saviors. They can save with that because democracy was not working. The advantage with Bokuna the country, poverty be on the rise, nothing was working. Everybody to complain. When I go ask mama and papa them, then they tell about that period of Tijan Kaba. Money flooded that country, but the money will not be the same back. Kimbitranga, difficult life. That was the one time when myself I experienced poverty under this SLPP. For the first time in my life, I experienced poverty. We have not be getting for it so taking day. This SLPP government, we see poverty for the first time. I feel what's in a poverty. For the first time, I feel what it's like when I get driver for drive me go school. For the first time, I feel what it's like for each Gary. That this SLPP make I experience that experience day. And taking on the experience and the same thing. So when Marcella Samba come there, they talk this gibberish when they talk nonsense. This is what you guys need to know about the history. We never need ECOMOG if we get good governance systems. The only reason why ECOMOG come now because we don't get good governance. And Tijan Kaba was so desperate for power. He said like now fall in midst of salon and they can govern them. That was what happened in Sierra Leone. Not like what Joseph Saidu Momo when Marabioreka overthrew him. Joseph Saidu Momo it became the opportunity that day for Sheku Toure bring military for carry move Julius Marabiore because Guinea military big pass there. Julius Marabiore and Kuna test and test to then succeed. Not what's now they be now test and test to now protest they be protest for the rest. Now it's on cool. So if Momo be power thirsty, it tell Sheku Toure na Guinea or Lansana Conte, one of the two. I don't forget between Sheku Toure and Lansana Conte. But you go do the research that you find out for yourself. Not you don't lazy, they wait for me. Between Lansana Conte and Sheku Toure. Now they be the power. That's the one for them. They be ready for bring military for come overthrow and pull Julius Malabire for a reinstate Momo. Momo say no. It's nobody don't die for in power. But Tijan Kaba was power thirsty. They make ECOMOG come, then kill with people them. We soldier they be take care of their Ekomog and they. We soldier they be gallant. We soldier we get the best military in Sierra Leone. I wonder whether they allow Marabio to kill the military day. We military in Sierra Leone was the best in Africa. We get the best military in Africa. I wonder why they sit around like today. Come on, I'm not so. Then they destroy the country. We know the history. Then they destroy the country, boy. The best military in West Africa, across Africa. Now, Salongata, we get there. So, Marcella Samba, we not be the ECOWAS, we not be the ECOMOG, and we not need ECOWAS again. Now, I make the Sahel, the Ibrahim Traoré, the Niger, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. Now, I make they don't left ECOWAS because ECOWAS is failing. ECOWAS is a failed institution. ECOWAS now for themselves, just like how African Union is to themselves. They are protecting themselves. They look after themselves. They don't care about the people. It is the same way ECOWAS is. That's what ECOWAS be there today. That's what they today. They are useless. Every day ECOWAS is becoming useless. The people don't need ECOWAS. ECOWAS has not been functional. If we get a failed democracy today, if Zainab Sharif is in prison today because he speak up, we get failed ECOWAS. What the ECOWAS do about that? You must understand, but what you don't do about that? You are eating, you eat money, find money in that country, you eat, find money. So I would tell the young people and the fact, this is the truth about this SLPP. Now the same way they come so back, they kill with people in Makeni, massacre with brothers in Apareba road prisons. The same SLPP, the same pattern back in 1996. Now the same pattern they do back so. All time they have to like they do something, they don't do nothing. And the Skoroma take power again, Marabio, at the expense of the lives of the people of Sierra Leone. Now make the exile like it today. It would never be a free man in country until SLPP is kicked out of power. And Eskoroma would never be free for as long as SLPP is in power. And Eskoroma would be a slave, just like you, every other citizen that is a slave under this SLPP regime today. You cannot speak up freely. If you're not a person who was born in your country, you cannot speak up. You're a slave. You're a slave. The only thing is they don't chain you. They don't put rope na your neck. They don't tie chain na your foot. But you're a slave. Because your mentality, your mindset is slave. If you don't get right for free speech, you're a slave. Every Sierra Leonean today is a slave. If you got to talk about the Biya regime, you got to put sweet malt inside small. If you don't put small thing for make and sweet, you're a slave. You are a slave. Every Sierra Leonean is a slave. Marcella Samba, that is what you should be talking about. ECOWAS failed us. Marabia is in power. How we get governments where not to election votes put a day, that tripartite recommendation I put a day. How we get a government when a resolutions I bring the day, where we know say democracy say it is the power of the people, for the people, and by the people. So if the young people for know anything about this, keep this message, save them na you archive. Let anybody come defend or say I don't tell a lie na ya. Nobody can go against this. These are the kinds of conversations people and with politicians they forget. Civic education 101. How many boys possibly contest for presidency? We're Sabidis. We're able to articulate these issues. Like I articulate as we talk about them freely. How many of them get mine for Dua? Ibrahim Bangura, you say you're a man who gets a PhD in peace and conflict management. Can you articulate these issues like I'm doing it? This is how you foster peace in a nation. You bring out the history. You all know the importance of history. Jagaban, can you articulate this? Richard Conte, can you articulate this? Kevin Amara, can you articulate this? All the people have to be president. This is what I tell you. I say, when I become your president, this is what civic education is going to look like. I am going to be taking on these issues one on one for sensitize and educate the people. Tell them the truth about everything that happened. It is the fact. Now bring out the facts. So Marcella Samba, save us the bullshit. Continue to eat the money where they eat. Me, what I do so I don't get paid for it. I'm not getting paid. I don't go write a loan. I get me set here for do. I will set up an organization in Sierra Leone and begin look for funding. I will do it. And I might do it for employees 2-3 people. Now we begin talk about these issues. So who's going to get paid? You're getting paid for what you're doing. The least you can do now for be honest to the people of that nation, to the young population, to the young people, and tell them the truth. The SLPP has always failed us. ECOWAS has always failed us. If it's for the failure of Tijan Kaba, we'll not forget ECOMOG for coming to intervene in Sierra Leone. Because the failures, and Tijan Kaba, they recognize the failures. Now, because Tijan Kaba come the second time around, it act right, it do the right things. Because it was carried away the first time, because some of the Mendes, the grudge they come with, in Ganoma them, the grudge they carried from 1967, then they can put inside Tijan Kaba. And Tijan Kaba fall for the nonsense. So in political party, in governance, was side-railed, side-tracked completely. They don't be care about Sierra Leone governance. That by the hegemony they be care about. That be make them fail. But when Tijaka come the second time around, it corrects things. Say make them prosecute Inganoman. I'm not making this up. Inganoman go die in Senegal. Inganoman was prosecuted for crimes of aggression, crimes against humanity. Ibrahim Bazi Kamara should be free today. Issa Sisere for free and today in Rwanda. Enough for in a prison. APC should have done the right thing because the SLPP they go release all the Kondowa all the guys they will be they kill people and they hit much on my heart. They go release them. Marcella Samba, you should be advocating for Ibrahim Basi Kamara. They free him. Marcella Samba, you for the advocate for Issa Sisere, they free him. Issa Sisere, they bring the RUF to the table. Now Issa Sisebe could get peace. If you tell people and thank you for peace, those are the people who tell thank you for peace. Ibrahim Basi Kamara, Issa Sisebe, that will tell thank you for peace that I continue. Because they didn't stand up at a time when the nation called them for redeem the people of that nation to say Sierra Leoneans should be free and Sierra Leoneans forget peace. It was Ibrahim Basi Kamara, it was Issa Sisebe that they stand up and say yes, let's bring peace and harmony to Sierra Leone. So if you're going to thank anybody, now the people that know for tell thank you, Marcella Samba. Those are the people we should be hailing in Sierra Leone like today. But no, they call Julius Malabi and say fan of democracy. No, that is not true. That is not true. Now Momo, if anybody not fan of democracy, now Momo, Joseph Saidu Momo, because they pull away from the one-party state system where SLPP bring Albert Magai in 1967, 64, a table and a parliament. Now Joseph Saidu Momo say no, we forget a democratic society, a multi-party democracy. Now he called Dr. Abdullahi Conte, then he rewrites the constitution and other people them, where they can contribute. Abbas Bundu, when I'm the former speaker of parliament, when I book a read for our make Abbas Bundu himself look, he say, you know what, I give up this government at the common at the parliament. Abbas Bundu himself contributes to the constitution, the 1991 constitution. Then like the Abbas Bundu, the SLPP, they go work at the SLPP party office. So if Marcella Samba, the young people of Sierra Leone, this is what they need to know. That 1999 will not be need ECOWAS. Will not be need ECOMOG if Tijan Kaba and the SLPP be governed correctly, if democracy was working. But because they fail, now we get Johnny Paul Kuruma, they come in 1997. Say to 1999, where the ECOMOG then come and intercede. I saw it for myself, Marcella Samba. Myself live the experience, Marcella Samba. So what you talk, I'm a witness to it. I'm an eyewitness to this. And myself, I understand governance. I know how governments work. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing, Marcella Samba. The only difference between me and you eat money for what you do. Me, I'm not getting paid for what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I'm giving service to my nation. That is the difference. But this is what the young people need to know. The SLPP has always destroyed our democracy in Sierra Leone. And that is why the young people would never support the SLPP. Once they get the information, we don't need forget like this kind of information where they get it. So I left for that, everybody. Have a beautiful day. All right? But these are the facts. And this is the reality. And this is what you need to know. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys with this. All right? When I listen to the song, because there's a place up there for me. So even if I'm not getting paid for what I'm doing, I know that up there is a place for me. Keep doing what we're doing. Speaking the truth. Incontrovertible evidences. All right. I left for now. Bye-bye, everybody.